Well, hello, YouTubers, and it's finally ready. What a beautiful French Radialva, right? TO 87 from 1930s. Isn't she a beauty? Absolutely gorgeous. That's our fabric, and that's the old fabric. Yucky. Look at that, eh? Mama. Stains everywhere. Yeah. Nice fabric, but, it's old. It's old. Yep. And that's our new fabric. Just look at it. What a beauty. She's gorgeous. They light up these. I mean, there's only 2 globes there to light up these 4 tubes. They're glass. Yeah. Try to adjust them, but you can't get them, I mean, it's not really that powerful. But anyway, that's how it is. So, yes. Radialva. Yeah, it's a French radio from 1930s. 1930s. Yep, from 1930s. I mean, that is just gorgeous. Look at our beautiful fabric from Germany that we import ourselves. All right. I mean, look at that, eh? It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful Art Deco radio. Art Deco radio. Very nice cabinet. It's a beast. That is just beautiful. Radialva. Put a bit of polish in here, still polishing it. It's drying out, and then we have to put another coat because the customer didn't want it, re-lacquered. So that's okay. We'll do our best. Yeah, it's got patina. It's nice to have back in the old 1930s. Beautiful radio, But with these radios, you can't have an indoor antenna. I mean, you can buy one of those, the old TV antennas indoor, but you've got to basically use your TV aerial. Yeah, and that's what I'm doing now. So yeah, the knobs are nice. Beautiful, the knobs. It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful radio. Yeah, you've got to let it dry, the actual polish. It's just a liquid. And then do it again. About 5 times. 5 times you do it. Yeah. The customer didn't want it like it, which is fair enough. It's good to have, Unfortunately, can't get that working due to the glue. They've glued the actual glass stations, the actual glass for the actual station. They've glued it in. So that has to stay there because usually it changes from the actual knob. I think there's the one, yeah. So that's supposed to change. It lights up okay. But anyway, it's AM and shortwave, that's all. 1 band shortwave. And you've got medium wave. And that's it. Nothing special, but it's history. They're worth a bit of money, these. Nice Bakelite knobs. Yeah, very nice. Nice radio. Radialva TO 87 from 1930s. She's an old girl. And she's a beautiful girl. Art Deco. Just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I just love looking at it. Okay, so now we're going to turn it on. Turn it on, and I don't think you're going to see the lights because I've got the actual camera. Well, it's dark, so I've got the actual without camera, the flash is on. So let's have a look. Let me see. Okay, so we'll turn it on. See, it came on. Magic Eye is very weak, but you can see it at night. It's not bad.
From fairly inclement weather, it was a pretty cold day out there as well, but they've got to see
the valves are warming up.
It's great to see people actually coming out to the venues here as well.
Yeah, there's obviously quite a few people that brave the conditions, and we knew at the start of the day that the forecast wasn't great for the afternoon, so really, really great that you can get 2 games of cricket in here, and I think it's great for regional towns as well to have something exciting, particularly in the women's sports space, and, be able to provide an opportunity for young cricketers here, boys and girls, to see, some cricket on the big stage. So I think, the beauty of the women's game, not just cricket but other sports, is the venues are really intimate, and you feel like you've got this great interaction with the game, so I think that's really exciting for regional areas.
Yeah, absolutely. And at the end of the day as well, still plenty of fans mingling with the players around the edge of the oval as well. And at the end of the day, where we've seen wins for the Sydney Sixers and also for the Melbourne Stars. We'll do it all again tomorrow with the Melbourne Renegades taking on the Sydney Sixers.
Thank you to Ned Hall, Sarah Elliott and Carl Pempenstall. We'll be back tomorrow for the Melbourne Renegades and the Sydney Sixers on ABC Local Radio.
And sit with their elders and their communities and figure out what dreaming stories they want to record for future generations. And this vision that we hold is that over the next few decades we'll have worked with communities all across the continent, and those stories will be recorded for thousands of generations into the future, but also
with no fear of missing out on a bet. Go on, download the app and have a dabble. Dabble socially, gamble responsibly. If gambling becomes an issue, call 1-800-858-858.
At Werribee Isuzu Ute, the service doesn't stop.
Of the VRC Derby. Beatable Mighty Flying Art. Daryl Douglas aboard for Julie Douglas.
In the British Museum Act. Now we
Issued with 60 approximately equal monthly payments and received a bonus gift card up to
Higher bar.
Estonen Bashkimi Democratic për integrim. Katir
Sullenberger, the retired airline captain who famously landed the US Airways jet on the Hudson River in New York. There are no shortcuts to experience. There are no shortcuts to safety.
Innovative laser vision correction techniques. Your glasses and contact lenses correcting astigmatism can become a thing of the past. To book an obligation-free consultation, call 1-800-20-2020. That's 1-800-20-2020.
From street to stadium, country to coast, nothing comes close to summer hoops.
Catch round 5 of the Hungry Jack NBL action as the Illawarra Hawks take on Melbourne United tonight from 5:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time at Wynn Entertainment Centre. Will Tyler Harvey and the Hawks swoop on their prey, or will Melbourne unite for a win? Watch live on ESPN, available via Kayo and Foxtel.
Hungry Jack's NBL, unrivaled. The world's richest greyhound racing series is coming, Melbourne. The Dream Chasers. 5 exhilarating, outstanding events at 2 of the...
printed on one side of the stone is also
59. It's going to be a dash home.
in Egypt. by the British Army, 1801.
From Exolita, Mirror Vision and Ice Bath over on the inside. Le Creek just in front of Ice.
Talk to their elders and create their elders to tell these stories and knowledge. It's something that's really special.
Well, let's talk about that then. So this year, Wiradjuri is the group that you focused on, and Jack Steele racing on Tas Racing.
The clerk of the course, and now smacked Tupelo Beach, and the last one in was Block of the Deal.
Life as a new person is what it feels like. From what we've battled to what we do next.
More than 100.
Drinking Aussie beer, just $59 a carton. This just
12.78. The jukebox.
And a voice from
Victoria. Children. Are the parents to not stop exploring the world when kids come.
Short again. Second decker. It's the Titan. It's a movie script. Lifts him up superbly.
Yoke!
Put in again, another slog sweep and bang for Henley.
Bang!
Now selling in Clyde North and Tarneet. Henley.com.au. And for Host Plus, an industry super fund for all Australians. The ICC Men's T20 World Cup on SEN Cricket.
It is a very good evening to you all, wherever you may be listening. It's great.
His left-wing challenge, Luis Inacio Lula da Silva, repeatedly.
the last Sue Beg.
6 million tonnes of food is wasted in Australia, and we'll hear from one company who's trying to do their bit to stop their fruit from going into the bin and turning it into something sweet.
You're listening to Countrywide, across Australia and around the world on ABC Radio.
But first, let's head to Victoria now, where damage in the area around Echuca in the state's north is starting to become more apparent as the floodwaters slowly start to recede. Kate Burke is a former agronomist and agricultural researcher who lives in Moama. She took reporter Luke Radford on a tour of the affected area.
Our landscape here is really diverse. So we've got sort of creek systems that run through irrigation areas. We've got flat, border check irrigation areas, and then we've got broadacre as well. And so on our left for the moment, we're driving alongside one of the larger irrigation channels, and then on the right we've got broadacre wheat crops. So it really goes from all the way from south of Almore to north of Moama, and it's heading up towards Deniliquin. To the west it goes all the way over past Kerrang, and to the east it goes east of Shepparton. So it's just a mammoth event, really.
And in terms of the impacts on the actual, we've seen broadacre crops this morning that have been properly flattened, and that's game over. But
so
really, for a lot of these other...
see the lights? Fortunately, the way they've done it, well, a bit silly. Tally one globe there, and one globe there. So it's a screw-on globe. I think it's 6 volts. 8 volts. And that's it. And you've got a reflector. But the reflector will clean that up and still the same. So you've got to leave it like that. So yeah, it's not really that bright, Yeah. But otherwise, it's good. Beautiful radio. What do you expect from 1930s? It's just... She's an old girl. And it's beautiful. The cabinet's in beautiful condition. They're worth a fair bit, these radios. if you can get them working. If you can't get them working, then you're in trouble. The schematic on this, not bad. Better than the others, the French, but I'm sorry to say they don't make good schematics, the French, on these old radios. But this one was okay. I was happy with it. As I said to the customer, I was very happy with it, with the actual schematics that he supplied. So, yeah. The Magic Eye, well, they're too expensive. You know, they're going for about 150 bucks. I mean, it wasn't worth getting it. You don't need it. It does light up. And the Magic Eye, once they get weak, they deteriorate inside, so very hard to pick up. And yeah, but you don't need it. Magic Eye is only there just to show you the stations, if you how good you're picking up the stations. That's all it's good for, Magic Eyes. But otherwise, look, it's nice. I love it. I love our fabric, which the customer has chosen. Good choice, very good choice. You know, we did a good job on it. Look at that, Art Deco, even the fabric, it matches. So, yeah, what can you say, eh? Just a beautiful, beautiful radio. So all the caps, nasty, nasty caps. Yeah, had to change a couple of valves because one of the valves was a bit crook. This one here, I think, where is it? Yeah, I think that red one blew its top. This one in. This red cap. They're just nasty caps. And that's it. So yeah, with this, you know, the old system, the way they used to work is you have an outside aerial, you know, TV aerial, whatever. And basically you've got the earth, got the plug at the back, and that's how they work. So you need an outside aerial for this. That's what I'm using. So otherwise, it's beautiful. Anybody's thinking of getting one of these, you know, good choice. Very good choice. I haven't seen one. Very hard to get. They're getting very hard, the actual French radios. Otherwise, it's beautiful. Beautiful radio. Just love looking at it. It's well made. The cabinet's just well made. Just well made. Okay, that's it for now. Bye.